Good morning students. Myself Dr. Niva Bara, Head Department of Agriculture Extension and Communication, BAU Ranchi, and course entitled Fundamental of Extension Education. By now you have already studied about the meaning, concept, definition and origin of extension education. And today we'll discuss about objective, philosophy and principle of extension education. As you know that the term extension was first used in Cambridge University in 1873 to take the educational advantage to the ordinary people. And the National Commission of Agriculture also states or refers extension as a out of school education and services to the farmers who are directly or indirectly engaged in farming. For successful extension work, competent extension workers are required, and they should understand the objective, principle and philosophy of extension education. So today we'll discuss about objective of extension education. And what is objective? Objective are expression of the ends towards which our efforts are directed. And the fundamental objectives of extension education is to develop the rural people economically, socially and culturally by means of education. The general objectives of extension are as follows: to assist the people to discover and analyze their problems and identify the field needs. Before starting any extension work, we should identify the problem and needs of the people. How we can identify the need and problems of the people? There are many methods to identify the need and the problems of the people. Those are survey, RRA, that is rapid rural appraisal, PRA, that is participatory rural appraisal, etc. And after that, along with the farmers, extension workers should analyze the data collected by the survey, RRA or PRA. The next objective is to develop leadership among people and help them in organizing groups to solve their problems. Leadership. What is leadership? Leadership is a process of influencing behavior of others, and leaders play a very important role in extension education. And leaders are the brain, thoughts and action of the rural people. Selecting a good leader is a very helpful to the extension worker, and through appropriate leaders or the good leaders, we can, as an extension worker, we can maximize our effort. And the third one is to disseminate research information of economic and political importance in a way people would be able to understand and use it. The work of extension is transfer of technology. So research worker take information and scientific findings from the research station and disseminate among the people, and they translate this technology for the use of the farmers. Then fourth one is to assist people in mobilizing and utilizing the resources they have and which they need from outside. And the task of extension worker to help the people for identifying the available natural resources like land, labor, capital, and even including human resources. And they also identify what kind of help they need for the development of the area. And the fifth one is to collect and transmit feedback information for solving management problem. So feedback is very important for extension work or for any development programs. Here we can get the feedback from the people about the technology, whether these are viable or not, they are compatible to the existing farming situation or not. And we can give, as extension worker, we again give this feedback to the research system for the refinement of the technology or the fine tuning of the technology. So these are the objective of extension education. And now coming to philosophy of extension education. Sometimes it is the view of the people that the knowledge of objective and philosophy is not very important for the people, but we are wrong. These are very necessary for doing the extension work in an effective manner. So the philosophy is derived from the two Greek words philos and sophia. Philos means knowledge and sophia means manner. And in this way, the correct meaning of philosophy is the manner of achieving the knowledge. According to his measure, 1961, he has described the philosophy of extension in the following ways. So first one is, it is the educational process. Extension wants to change the knowledge, attitude and understanding and skill of the people. So change the knowledge. Change the knowledge means change what the people know, and through educational means we change the knowledge of the people. Next one is to attitude, means change in their thinking and attitude of the people and motivate them to adopt the improved technologies and the understanding and skill of the people. Skill is related with the doing. What they do means here we provide villagers to do the things through the practical experience. They gain the knowledge to perform any activity in a better way. So extension is a process of bringing desirable changes in human behavior, in their knowledge, in their attitude, their understanding and skill of the people. The second one is extension is working with men, women, youth, boys and girls to answer their needs and their wants. Extension is teaching people what to want and ways to satisfy their wants. Here the fundamental objective of extension education is all-round development, and family is the primary unit of development. So in extension aims to bring all-round development of all the members of the society. Then extension is helping people to help themselves. This is very important because through educational methods we impart knowledge, we impart skill, we change the attitude and make people capable to adopt improved technology. The next philosophy is extension is working on the basis of learning by doing and seeing is believing. Here this philosophy is based on the principle learning by doing, and here also we facilitate our farmers, our clients to do anything, practice any technology and enhance their skill and make them capable. Seeing is believing also one important method of teaching people. Through this method we convince our client or the farmers, and we make them confident to adopt improved technology. Then next one, number 5 is extension wants development of individual, their leaders, their society and their world as a whole. Means this is the development for all type of people in a society. And next one is extension is working together to expand the knowledge, welfare and happiness of the people. So extension through the educational process designate the technology for the welfare, development and happiness of the people. Then extension is working in harmony with the culture of the people. You see in the society there are various type of people. They have different culture, and India is a country of cultures. We have different type of culture, but here the duty of extension worker is to make a harmony and work with the people in goodwill. The next one is extension is a two-way channel process. What do you mean by this? Extension is a two-way channel, we say, because here the extension worker take the technology from the scientist and take to the farmers. The farmers adopt this technology, practice it, and by the time here the extension worker observe the problems and constraints, and the feedback he give again to the research system for the refinement. Then next one is extension is a continuous educational process, because in course of time the many technologies are coming up, new innovations are taking place, and most of the technologies who are evolved the 30 or 40 years back are not compatible today. So the work of the extension worker or extension personnel is that they should work continuously and seek the information, new information from the research system, and again give to the farmers. So extension is a continuous educational process. Many scientists have given their views on philosophy of extension education. Here I would like to quote Professor O.P. Dhama. He has recommended the following points of the philosophy of extension education. The first one is self-help. Here, as you know, that the self-help is the best help. In extension, we impart knowledge. This is the extension is a behavioral change. Here, inducing the extension program, we make people capable to help themselves, and people are the greatest resources. People have so many potential, and it is the work of the extension education workers to utilize these resources, and it is a cooperative effort, and without effort, the cooperative effort, the extension work is not possible. And next one, it has its foundation in democracy. As you know, and we define democracy means the literal meaning, that is this is the for the people, by the people, of the people. You can say the same foundation here we say related with the extension education. So its foundation is in democracy, and here the extension workers should take all kind of people, take all the consider the decision of all the peoples together. And it next one, it involves a two-way channel of knowledge and experience. As I have explained already, that the extension worker take the scientific information, new technologies to the farmer, and again give feedback to the research system for fine-tuning of the technologies. Then next one, program is based on creating interest by seeing and doing, because these are the best method for creating interest of the people and motivating them to adapt the new technology. The next one is the voluntary cooperative participation is the basis of program. As I have said before, that the foundation is democratic. This is the democratic process, and the people should come voluntarily. There is no binding, no binding for them that they should adopt any technology, but the extension workers should motivate the people, they pursue and motivate them for working together in a cooperative manner and adopt any technology. Persuasion and education is the best method we consider in extension education, and the program is based on the attitude and values of the program. This is also very important, because unless and until you understand the attitude and values of the people, you can't run extension program. So for successful extension program, you need to understand the attitude and values of the people. And last one, it is never ending process. I have already discussed about that, because every day the new technologies, new innovations are coming. So extension workers should take information from the research system and transfer it to the farmers. So this philosophy comes from where? This philosophy, as Rudra Murthy stated, that philosophy of extension education is related to the philosophical views of Vedas, Upanishad and Gita, which are necessary for human beings. Now coming to the principles of extension education. What do you mean by principles? The principles of extension education means doing those works which are essential for the success of extension philosophy. Principles are the guiding statement. It is said that this is the statement of or guideline for doing the extension work in a consistent manner, and the widely accepted principles are discussed here under. So first one, briefly we will talk. The first one is principle of need and interest. Extension work is a self-educative process. As I have said before, this is the self-help program. People should come voluntarily. And next one is to make extension work more effective. It is necessary that it should be done according to the people's need and interest. Before starting any program, extension worker or extension personnel should identify the need and problems, interest of the people of the area, and many methods have been evolved for identifying the interest and need of the people. These are RRA, Rapid Rural Appraisal, PRA, that is Participatory Rural Appraisal, and then survey, focus group interview. There are many. So as per the situation, as per choice, the extension worker use these methods to identify the interest and need of the people. So extension workers should take notice of local people's need, as this will generate the interest of the people. So here the people take interest if they are involved in the process. Then next one is principle of cooperation. Cooperation is self-help through mutual help. And without cooperation, we cannot run any extension program. And without the cooperation of the people, the work cannot be successful and desired result cannot be achieved. And people should be motivated to cooperate with extension program. Similarly, the another principle is a principle of participation. Extension program is for the people, and they should own the program. If they participate in the different phase of development, they think that this program is mine. So it is very essential to make people feel that this is their own program. They can participate in various ways. Sometimes people, if they voluntarily or sometimes personally, they can't come, then they give money or the cash just for donation of for the extension work. This is also one kind of participation. People come and participate in each program job by the extension worker, then it is also one kind of participation. So in each phase of development, if people are participating, then you can say people are together, they are cooperating, they are participating. So people should realize that the task of extension education is their own task. Participation in extension work generates confidence among the people for the work. Then next principle is principle of culture difference and principle of culture change. In first semester you have already studied about culture. What is culture? Culture is a way of life, and culture includes everything: knowledge, attitude, skill, overt culture, covert culture, all those you know. So custom and value system of one area or one community is different from other, and rural people have faith in the traditional custom and values. Therefore, extension workers should be aware about the culture of the people, because all the people are different. They have different attitude, different values, different way of living. So while making any program, implementation of program or planning, extension workers should consider all these things. Then next one is principle of culture change. Culture keeps changing with time. As you know, everything is changing. So with the course of time, our techniques, our innovations, our technologies, all are changing. As per the situation, the scientists engage in extensive research work. They work on the different technology, and extension worker should continuously seek all those information for the dissemination of knowledge or for the transfer of technology. So extension worker should take into account the culture change while planning extension program. Then next principle is principle of applied science and democratic approach. As you know that extension, the foundation of extension is democracy. We apply the democratic principles. The extension education is based upon democratic principles, and it is based on discussion and suggestion. Discussion are held with the people on actual condition so that they participate in work. An extension worker provide practical outlook to the scientific innovation so that farmers can easily adopt them in their farm. The next principle is principle of learning by doing. We have already discussed about it, and according to this principle, farmers are encouraged to learn by doing the work themselves and by participating themselves. When a person does a work, he gains practical knowledge and experiences and difficulty, and this is the time when farmers are using any technology. During the time, the extension worker should note what kind of difficulty, problems our people are facing, so that he can give proper feedback to the research system for the refinement of the technology. So extension workers are able to understand the problems and provide proper guideline to the farmers, and thus they are able to receive proper information. Then next one is the principle of trained specialist. It is very difficult that the extension personnel should be knowledgeable about all the problems, and in the villages people expect all type of solution from extension worker, and this is not possible. Therefore, it is necessary that the specialist should impart training to the farmers from time to time. The next principle is principle of adaptability in use of extension teaching method. As you know, extension is a behavioral science. Here we try to induce change in knowledge, attitude and skill. So how to do that? It is possible with the use of appropriate extension teaching methods, and extension workers should have knowledge of extension method so that they can select proper method according to the condition. Teaching methods should be flexible so that they can be properly applied on the people according to their age group, educational background, economic standard and gender. No single extension method is appropriate. As an extension worker, you have to combine the different type of methods for transfer of technology. The other one is principle of leadership. The participation or inclusion of leaders in extension program is the only criteria for assessing the success or failure of any extension program. As an extension worker, you can multiply your efforts by selecting appropriate type of leaders. So local leader is the best medium for dissemination of new ideas in the rural areas, and no extension worker can be successful till he receives the cooperation of leaders of the village. And by selecting a proper leader, extension workers half work is considered to be done. As such, proper precautions should be undertaken to choose the leader. Next principle is principle of whole family. Family is a part of the community. So there should be development of each member of the family. And extension education should be for each and every member of the family. They are girls, boys, male, female, everybody. Then only success can be achieved. Then principle of satisfaction. This is also very important principle. It is said, satisfied customer is the best advertisement. Our people, farmers should derive full satisfaction from the extension work, and extension workers should give priority to those work in which there is scope of immediate benefits. And when we start any extension work, in the beginning we should take note as extension worker that we should select those type of things or those type of technologies in which there is a scope for immediate benefits, so that the maximum people, maximum our clients will be benefited. Then primary satisfaction is very helpful for the future of extension work. So our extension workers should take note about this. Then the principle of grassroots organizations. As in extension we use democratic principles. So there are grassroots organizations like panchayat, school, self-help group, etc. These plays a pivotal role in rural areas, and this type of organization motivate the people for adopting the technology. So as extension worker, we should take help of this type of organization. Then their utilization will help in the creating awareness. Then people's participation can be increased by involving these grassroots organizations. Then principle of evaluation. It is necessary to evaluate the extension work after a certain period so that merit and demerits of extension work can come to light and necessary changes can be brought about, and extension generate confidence in people. For the further improvement, it is very very important to give a good evaluation process. This always give us opportunity to improve our program. Then principle of neutrality. As you know, in the community there are different culture, different type of people are there, and it is said that man is a social animal. They live in a society, and in a society there are different type of groups, and if groups are there, the conflict is bound to happen. You experience all this in your life. And in a village, in villages you will notice there are different type of people. They have different interests and conflicting ideas. So extension workers should never take interest in the local politics, and if he will not behave in this manner, then lots of difficulty in extension work will arise. So therefore remaining neutral is more beneficial. Extension work should never express his specific attention or hatred towards any specific person. Then next principle is principle of encouragement. As a human being, we always want to get encouragement from our colleagues, our parents, our friends. So likewise in extension work, principle of encouragement is great importance. Under pressure, no work can be done in extension program. Active workers in this field should be encouraged so that they participate enthusiastically and remain active. So as an extension worker, you have to motivate the people for their cooperation and participation. So dear students, we end here, and by now you have already studied about the objective principle and philosophy of the extension education, and we will meet with another topic very soon. Thank you.